Hi, Paul. So would you like to give us a quick introduction about your campaign and what we're talking about today?
So we created and started Protect Your Store campaign a few months ago now. So to date, we're over 1,000 signatures, and basically the campaign's out there to get the government and Jonathan Reynolds to understand what pressures he's putting local businesses under. One is about what will the generation ban do if it comes in, and the impact that will have on us as store owners from a sales point. Will there be job losses throughout the sector? I mean, there's over 50,000 convenience stores up and down the country. Obviously, there's going to be job cuts in that as well. And then secondly, it's the mental health aspect of what this generation ban is going to do. So if you think you're of age today and then tomorrow you're not of age, the member of our team behind the counters are going to get abused, and that's not their job. So what we're trying to do is get government to understand of what's actually going on, the pressures that they're putting us under. But what's interesting about this is many retailers up and down the country now have united on this campaign, so we can get one big voice delivered to government. And then the last bit of the campaign is also to understand the impact that this is the illicit trade is having on traders up and down the country. Now, that doesn't matter if you're a convenience store owner, a petrol station owner, or a grocer. This is affecting everyone. So it's become a big problem in the UK. I don't think the government truly understand the implications of illicit trade and how much it's costing the revenue in the UK. But also, this is having a major impact on smoking for underage, I believe. So where government is saying that tobacco figures are actually down, actually they're only seeing that from a legal source. They're not seeing what the dark market is doing. And today the dark market is bigger than it's ever been in the UK. I would take a guess, probably 1 in 4 now is purchased in the black market. And do we really want what happened in Australia, where there's gangs targeting gangs and shops being set alight? We don't want that in the UK. We want to protect people's livelihoods, and look, the government's going to.
All right, let's go back to those numbers. So you say the Protect Your Store campaign, it's got over 1,000 signups from retailers now.
Yep.
Have you had any response from government or specifically John Reynolds answering these concerns?
So we've had a reply back from the business secretary. It's probably from one of his juniors. Generic reply, and we've gone back at that now, and we've hand delivered a letter 2 weeks ago back to the business secretary for him to come back with an answer to us.
So on the key decisions, do you feel the government have engaged with retailers?
Look, Rob, it's absolute nonsense. The government leave us convenience store retailers we're bottom of the food chain, in my view, to them. They never listen to us. They never understand the pressures that we're under. Now, if government was to maybe get retailers from different regions of the UK round a table, including the grocers, because we're all going to be impacted by this, and understand the pressures that are going on in our local areas and what's happening. And actually, sometimes we can be the voice of what's happening in our local area and feeding it back to government. No, they're not listening to us. They're not even coming to us with any questions. What will this do to you? How will it impact you? There's none of that.
So how do retailers get involved, and why is it important for us to voice our concerns now?
So it's simple, Rob. So, if retailers go on to www.protectyourstore.co.uk, there's 2 parts on there. One is simply get involved in the campaign. Go on the link, put your store name and your address in, and we'll self-populate that letter and send that on to Jonathan Reynolds on your behalf. And the second bit is download the template to invite the MP to your store. It's the letter is self-populated. You just got to download it and send it off. It's so easy, but let's come together. Let's unite. Let's get our local MPs working on our behalf to understand the pressures that goes on in our local stores. Let government understand the pressures that they are putting on local businesses up and down the UK. And look, let's give this our last chance and get government to realise, and hopefully somehow we might be able to make a change or make some difference.
So I believe you've made a template for retailers to make it dead simple. They can download this template, they can use that and send it off to their MP, and then the job's done, you know, and when we're going to attach that in this video.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's simple. As many retailers up and down the country have done, they've gone on to protectyourstore.co.uk, onto the web portal we've got. There's 2 steps on there. One is to simply put your name and address in for your store and send that, and we'll self-populate that letter and we'll send that to government on their behalf. The second bit is download the template to invite your MP into your store. So, you know, we've done a lot of the hard work behind it, and all we're urging retailers now is, look, get behind the campaign, get the MPs into your stores. We've got the summer recess at the moment, so it's a good time to get MPs listening to what's going on, and let's get our voice heard in government. It's about time we made that change. Let's stand together, let's unite, and let's get government understanding the implications of what goes on in local run businesses in the UK.
Paul, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks, Rob. Cheers.